pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Moving on to agenda item number 3, patron concerns, and we do not have anyone signed up to speak, so we will move on to agenda item number 4, recognition of the 23-24 District Advisory Team. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Walhamas. This evening we have a few members of our district advisory team with us tonight, and in a few moments I'll introduce them, and I'll also read the entire list of participants this year. It's hard to get everybody here in the summer, and sometimes the parents are like, we don't want to be recognized, even though I would love to have them be here because they do play such an important role in what we do. So if the members who are here could go ahead and come stand up front, I would appreciate it. And then after I introduce them, I'll talk a little bit about some things that we discussed and did this school year. We have Charlotte Lindsay from Boonville High School, Danae Riley from Chandler Elementary, Philip Waters from Newburgh Elementary, and Vicki Freeman from Sharon Elementary. Other members of the team this year included Mandy Overton from Boonville High School, Vanessa Herr and Jerry Phillips from Boonville Middle School, Amanda Cook, also from Chandler, but I think she always says, am I here for Chandler or am I here for my older students? So no matter, she's part of the team. Tiffany Bonnell from Castle High School, Nellie Homey from Castle North, Nicole Taylor from Castle South, Jamie Tebalt from Elberfeld, Sarah Brown and Emily Holwiger from Castle Elementary, Courtney Watson from Logue Elementary, Tony Bale from Linville Elementary, Candace Carroll from Oakdale Elementary, Rebecca Boswell from Tennyson Elementary, Melissa Pemberton from Tecumseh High School, Ashley Herr from Tecumseh Middle School, and Lauren Maloney and Aaron Bologna from Yankeetown Elementary. So first of all, I just want to thank this group of people, and I really appreciate that you made time to come and be here with us tonight. As you know, it's really important for us in this district to make sure that we're staying connected with our families and our parents and getting their perspectives and viewpoints on decisions that are upcoming, on policies that are upcoming, and also just for us to have a good ear to the ground with our families in terms of what's important to them and things that are on their mind. This group met, I was looking through my calendar, I believe we met 5 times over the course of this school year. It's always great for us to be able to get that stakeholder input, especially from this group who has done a very, very nice job of being candid and really offering great input, and sometimes we'll put things in front of them and ask for feedback, and they've done just a very thoughtful job of that as well. Some of the topics we talked about this year, everything from communication norms and what they like to see. We talked about how sometimes they feel like they get communication from too many different sources, so those are some things we'll be looking at moving forward. We've talked about weighted grades. We've talked about the impact of some of the new legislation, including our wireless device policy that will be upcoming here in the next couple of weeks. They had the opportunity to learn more about our CTE programming, and they toured WPCC. We held one of our meetings there, which was nice for them to see that. And it's always interesting because even the parents who are with us because of their younger students, they love to see what we're offering at the high school level, and then our high school parents also love to hear about the things going on in our elementaries. And then of course other things that we've talked about, layers of safety, different things that we kind of have on our radar moving forward for that. Curriculum instruction and assessment updates. Mr. Fisher was one of our speakers one evening. And then, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes they like to email and bring things to the table that they want to discuss, or even sometimes after the meeting's over, if they have something that they want to speak to me about individually, we do that as well. So parent involvement is, as you know, is so important, as I said earlier, but I really appreciate this group in particular. You were so helpful to us. I don't know if you realize how much we appreciate you and how much we rely on you to help us understand the viewpoint from the parent perspective. So thank you so much. And please shake hands with the board. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay involved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I said your name, but.
Thank you.
Come on up. Come up here. Come on. Introduce yourself.
My name's Lauren Maloney, sorry I'm late,
No,
running kids.
You're totally fine,
Here and
just go
there.
ahead. This is Lauren, go ahead and shake hands as well.
Okay.
so.
And where was she from?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks
Where are
so
you
much.
from? I am from Yankee Town.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Very
Yes.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is. Absolutely.
Since we've been through this whole COVID fiasco and getting back to kind of what normal. Consideration of routine business, approve the minutes of the school board meeting held on May 28th, 2024. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. The following routine items include approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on May 28, 2024, and approving the claims and signing the docket for June 10th, 2024. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
Motion to approve routine items.
We have a motion by Jordan Eigner and a second by Mr. Baker. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 6, consideration of items for board action. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. Agenda item A. In your board packet is a request from the Director of Human Resources, Dr. Doug Gresham, to approve a memorandum of agreement between Brescia University and the Warwick County School Corporation. This agreement specifies the basis on which the WCSC will serve as an educational facility for Brescia's speech-language pathology students and has been approved by the school board's attorney, Mr. Cliff Whitehead. So when you're thinking about this, this is like SLP student teaching experience is what this means. I recommend the board approve this request as submitted.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Mosby, a second by Mrs. Metzger, and I do have a bit of discussion. When I saw this is one of the most exciting things I've seen come through our board packet because we are in dire need always of SLPs. And you're right, it's like a student teaching process. My daughter graduated from this as an SLP, so I am just thrilled to death. It's a great program, and our students and parents will benefit from this. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 6B, consider adding high school course offerings. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. In your board packet, you will find a request from the Director of Learning, Mr. Jason Fisher, to add the following Indiana Department of Education approved high school offerings for the 2024-25 school year. The two courses are Early Childhood Education Curriculum and Early Childhood Education Guidance. I recommend the board approve the addition of these courses as presented.
I move to approve.
We have a motion by Mrs. Glover and a second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? That's another exciting
I know.
piece of the board. Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 6C, consider accepting donations. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. In your board packet, you will find the following donation requests. Sharon Elementary School, $1,250 donation from the Warwick Foundation Alliance, Inc. to support the Sharon Boys to Men Club. This donation is part of the foundation's 25th anniversary celebration. Additionally, that same group is donating $1,250 to Newburgh Elementary School's Boys to Men's Club. Tecumseh High School, $677.19 donated from the Tecumseh Athletic Booster Club to purchase a new pace clock for the THS swim team. And at Warwick Pathways and Career Center, a $2,500 donation from the Michael Lackey Skilled Labor Education Endowment Fund. This donation will be used for certification fees in the electric field, a toolkit for graduates heading into the electrical field, and scholarship for a student heading into the electrical field. I recommend the board approve these requests as presented.
I would love to make that motion.
Mr. Mosby makes the motion.
I'll second.
Mrs. Glover makes the second. Is there any discussion? All those, I have to say it, getting a toolkit
I
when you
know.
graduate to send you off. Oh, I think that's just a wonderful idea.
I would like to point out, Mr. Lackey, started out right out of high school with Sicako, then he was veteran, and then he was Centerpoint, and he retired and he passed away suddenly. And this is, yeah,
That's a wonderful.
I knew it was coming, I just didn't know they were gonna get it going this quick. I
It's a
think it's great.
wonderful tribute and
Oh, yeah.
so helpful to our young graduates.
He was
Awesome.
definitely electrical field his whole life.
That's
So we
great.
have a motion and a second on the table. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. And the next is agenda item number 7, consideration of personnel recommendations. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Wallace. The Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item A, consideration of employment, certified staff positions. Cassandra Curl, fourth grade teacher at John H. Castle Elementary. Cecilia Susett, special education teacher at Yankeetown Elementary. Kristen Anderson, art teacher at Oakdale Elementary. Ashley Scott, Spanish teacher at Castle High School. And the following support staff positions. Evan Cheney, program assistant at Castle High. Haley Mann, program assistant at Castle North. Tara Farber, program assistant at Chandler Elementary. Beth Titzer and Susan Cates, program assistants at Newburgh Elementary. Katie Gentry, Brittany Jackson, and Amanda Riggle, program assistants at WEC. Keisha Allen, program assistant at Linville Elementary, and Shanna Smith, health aide at Linville Elementary. Gabriel Muston, Daisy Lowe, Autumn Rothberger, and Carrie Pitts, program assistants at Yankeetown Elementary. Rocky Bays, bus driver of Route 222. Erica Mays, bus driver of Route 87. Kylie Campbell, Carla Ellicoffer, Millen Maravich, program assistants at Boonville High School. Heath Ferguson, head custodian at Tecumseh High School. Emily Nass, ABS program assistant at Sharon Elementary. Annalisa Lewis Jones, program assistant at Logue Elementary. Abigail Elpers, health aide at Oakdale Elementary. Alyssa Libbert, program assistant at John H. Castle Elementary. And varsity coaches, Zachary Wimpelberg, the varsity wrestling coach at Castle High School.
Motion to approve certified and support staff positions.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Eigner, a second by Mr. Mosby. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Dr. Gresham.
Agenda item B, leave request, Lauren Smith, a custodian at Linville Elementary School.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Baker, a second by Mr. Franz. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Agenda item C, transfers, Diana Hum, 5.0 hours at Castle North to 5.25 hours at Yankeetown Elementary. Julie Patel, 6.5 hours at Castle South to 6.0 hours at Castle South. Elizabeth Carter, 6.0 hours at Castle South to 4.75 hours at Castle South Middle School. Agenda item D, resignations. Holly Mullen, program assistant at Boonville High, resignation effective May 31st, 2024. Carla Butts, program assistant at Logue Elementary School, resignation effective June 3rd, 2024. Renee Hall, 3.75-hour cafeteria position at Castle North Middle School, resignation effective May 22nd, 2024. Allison Paddock, job share program assistant at Castle South Middle School, resignation effective June 7th, 2024. And agenda item E, retirements. Tim Rector, Class C maintenance, retirement effective June 21st, 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham. Agenda item number 8, reports. Dr. Gettle.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilhelmus. This evening, Dr. Gresham is going to give us a report on the Personnel Committee.
Thank you, Dr. Redmond. Before the meeting tonight, the Personnel and Custodial Food Service Committee had a meeting, and the main agenda item on our agenda for tonight was a discussion of a new position that we would like to propose to the board, and that is the job of a mental health coordinator. Being passed out right now is the job description that we have created for the mental health coordinator. I just want to give the board some advance notice that we're going to be bringing that position either at the next board meeting or the board meeting after that, for hopefully gaining your approval for this position. Currently, I can find my notes, in our schools, we have a lot of different job titles and a lot of different roles that will fall under this position. At our elementary level, we have homeschool advisors. At our middle and high school, we have counselors. We also employ social workers in most of our schools. In addition, Youth First provides social workers in many of our schools, and Southwestern Behavioral Health provides mental health therapists in a lot of our schools. We currently don't have anybody coordinating all that work, anybody organizing all that work, anybody helping those people share good ideas, what's working in one school that can be transferred to another school. This is a position that we have batted around for the last couple of years, trying to figure out, do we currently have somebody employed that could do this? Where would it fall? Who's the best person? And after 2 years of trying to figure it out, we decided we don't have somebody currently. We need to create a new position. And so with Mr. Armstrong and the finance department's blessing, we finally feel like we're at the step where we need to do this for the betterment and the organization of the mental health of our students. So I'm hoping that after a review, the board agrees.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham. I had one other announcement that I would like to make. Dr. Holly Arnold, who is our principal at Newburgh Elementary, I'm excited that tomorrow evening I get to make a trip up to Nashville, Indiana, because she's going to be inducted as the president of the Indiana Association of School Principals, IASP. So that's their advocacy group and their professional group for our building level administrators. So she's going to serve on their executive committee as president, and I believe it's a 2-year term. So I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Arnold, who has always gone above and beyond in trying to grow her leadership skills and to have many different types of leadership roles, not just the role of her building principal. So congratulations to Holly, and we'll be doing that tomorrow evening.
Other board business, tomorrow morning, we have a WPCC and construction committee meeting, and I don't see Mr. Armstrong here, but it's 7:30 tomorrow morning, and I assume we'll meet at his office.
Mr. Armstrong is on vacation this week. So we can, if you want to do the meeting still, if you want to still have it,
When will he be back?
next week, Monday.
Probably better to wait till he comes back, I would say,
Okay.
yeah.
So we'll get a rescheduled date for that meeting.
Unless you could just turn on his computer and we could just mess with the budget.
Hey,
That'd be
he's
fun.
got an
We
Excel
would love that.
spreadsheet I'd love to work on.
Okay, well,
That
we
would be
will,
fun.
Just,
we will,
So you make one joke about
That's
him.
No
it.
kidding.
It's like listening
he's,
or something,
he's,
right?
he's listening always.
Exactly.
we will reschedule that meeting then.
Okay.
So, our next personnel, custodial, food and nutrition meeting will be July 15th at 9:30 at the central office. That's all I have to report.
Policy and curriculum will meet July 8th, 5:30 here at Central Services.
August 14th will be the transportation and special education meeting.
That's the reason I couldn't find it. We're not having
Yeah.
one in July.
Yeah. Well, she just told me, Tim, so
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna go
can
down
read
on
lips. I couldn't. Sorry, folks. We couldn't
Everybody's on
remember
vacation, it's tough.
when our
to
next
get
committee,
in
yeah.
schedule.
That's special ed and transportation, yeah.
Yes.
And June is just a good, honestly, it's a good month for the directors to take some time off. And so
Oh,
over the
yeah.
course of these next few weeks, we'll have different members of our team out for vacation.
Does anyone have anything else?
Since we're having our meeting July the 15th, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, go back to curriculum meeting then, we may start at 6 if we just need an hour instead of 5:30. So we can check with Mr. Lambert on that. Yeah, we'll work it out.
Mr. Mosby, did you have something? you
I
wanted
was just gonna comment, I think tonight is, the schools all take their turns to show up at our board meetings, correct? And I think there's one school represented by one teacher. I'm really impressed. So I just wanted to give her a shout out from Logue, I'm sorry.